Are those rivers not in America supposed to be all to a certain percentage so clean?
No.
I live here, I know that.
You did and you did not?
I didn't.
No.
I did not know that.
I did not.
Actually?
Yes, on the other west, the east side.
No.
Yes.
Yes. Do you know what it's called?
Yes, but I'm on film now, and so I can't remember.
Yes.
Do you remember what it's called?
I think it's the Anacostia.
Whether you're on the western or eastern banks of DC, you'll find a river. But depending which side you're on, the two rivers tell very different stories of the people who live there. On the west side flows the Potomac River through some of the wealthiest communities in the country, including Potomac, Maryland. On the east side flows the Anacostia River through some of DC's poorest communities where poverty rates are 3 times higher than anywhere else in the city. The socioeconomic statuses aren't the only major differences between these neighborhoods either. The racial demographics are equally as opposite.
Probably, yes.
No, I did not know that.
No.
I've heard of that.
No.
Yes.
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 The enactment of the Clean Water Act of 1972 resulted in expansive, real improvements in the health of the Potomac River, federal laws on sewage discharges, and major updates to the city's wastewater treatment plants made a clean Potomac a reality again. While the Potomac still isn't a pollution-free river today, the government's cleanup efforts have been largely successful, which is in stark opposition to the governmental cleanups on the Anacostia River. Even with the combined efforts of the various public and private stakeholders, the lackluster cleanup efforts have left the Anacostia as one of the most polluted rivers in America today.
A lot. Daily.
We pulled some crazy things out of the river: automobiles, shopping carts, refrigerators, couches.
Well, sometimes, like rotting trash.
Yes. Also an odor coming, well, the water. You know, definitely from the water, yeah. I would compare it to, similar to sewage or something at a water treatment facility.
Sometimes in the summertime, like when it's hot outside, like you can actually like smell the river, smell like the trash in it.
Throughout Anacostia's history, rapid population growth and development of the nearby agricultural and urban industries led to more pollution and destruction of local waterways. Today, the biggest pollution challenges stem from invisible pollutants, stormwater runoff and combined sewer overflows, and excessive littering.
I mean, I wouldn't fish out this river because I know that the fish in here, like, they've been exposed to oils, they have tumors and different things in their bodies.
I would eat them, but whenever I catch something, I'm never prepared to take it back home. So.
If it didn't come out the freezer in the grocery store, I wouldn't touch it because I didn't like the smell and it had a funny taste to it.
I mean, we've definitely had fishermen catch fish with, that didn't look so good, with, lesions that have been impacted by many years of pollution and detriment to the river. We advertise as much as we can. We printed up a whole bunch of flyers about consumption limits, whether you're a child or a pregnant woman or a man or, anything like that. We print it in English and Spanish to hit as many people as possible.
Sure, economics. I live on the Potomac River. We have a house on the Potomac River. So we look at it every day. And so if we're over there in Anacostia and stuff like that, it's the neighborhoods, it's the real estate.
It's like out of sight, out of mind. It's sort of, the thing here.
Oh, for sure. Look around. I mean, come on. Yes. Yes, no doubt.
While the government has had little success in cleaning the river, the major changes that have taken place are due to the efforts of local NGOs like the Anacostia Watershed Society. The development of the Anacostia River Cleanup and Protection Fund has also led to new watershed education programs, stream restorations, and trash collection projects. As helpful as the trash traps have been, It's easy to see that they're still flawed, as river banks remain heavily littered with trash and debris. The Anacostia Watershed Society's newest project, Waterway to 2025, aims to have a swimmable, fishable river within the next 8 years.
No. It would take, I think, a great effort.
As long as you have people participating, I think it could be very obtainable and not give up once you see another milestone coming along. I think you'll be okay.
As positive as the future looks for the health of the Anacostia waterways, we can't help but to wonder, what about the residents' future? Will the cleanup efforts only further gentrify an area currently struggling to get by? Will the new waterfronts and development projects push out the low-income residents who have been living here for decades, as we've seen happen so many times before? Unfortunately, we don't have the answers to these questions just yet, but we can only hope that history will not be doomed to repeat itself for the Anacostia residents.